How can sound help us understand what it means to live in a city? My research combines field recording and interactive technologies to build sound-based maps that invite listeners to hear urban spaces in new ways. By repurposing everyday devices like a tabletop game, a smartphone, and a clock, I create interfaces that allow listeners to experience and play with the sounds of Montreal. What you're hearing now are the sounds of Boulevard LaSalle in Verdun, a few hundred yards from my apartment. Notice the rustling leaves. It's fall, late afternoon, rumbles of distant traffic and construction work. Sound situates us in time and space, and space matters. Where things happen is just as important as when or why, and one of the ways in which we understand space is through sound. In the 1970s, Canadian composer and scholar R. Schaefer popularized the term soundscape, encouraging people to become more aware of the role that sound has in our personal experience and our lived environments. Now we move from Verdun to Montreal's Old Port, a popular tourist destination. Do you recognize these sounds? These are the bells from the Basilica Notre Dame. In 2013, with the help of several friends, I recorded these bells on a crisp winter morning from 6 different locations. Then, I incorporated these sounds into a marble maze game interface that lets listeners navigate different acoustic perspectives of the square. No two experiences of Montreal are the same. Not everyone can move through the city in the same way. My Street Ears interface is about recreating the acoustic experience of urban space for those who might not be able to visit the actual locations. Using a GPS-enabled smartphone app that tracks real-time movement, Street Ears lets listeners navigate sound maps of Montreal neighborhoods from any physical location. Since before the Common Era, people have used clocks to structure time. My 168 Hours project is an interactive clock-like interface that allows users to explore and manipulate time through recordings of my plateau apartment from 2015. A series of buttons and knobs let you listen through time to explore a week's worth of recordings in any order you wish. The interface makes time a tactile, modular experience, and it invites reordering and remixing of the sonic material. These are 3 examples of how my research is creating new ways for us to interact with urban sound. But I'm also building an archive. Expanding the scope of Canadian sound studies, my research challenges us to think about what our country and our cities sound like during this crucial time of social, cultural, and political